right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakha Kodash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the elect. And yeah, I just wanted to say a few words on the recent appointment, okay, of Elon Musk, okay, as the, I forget the exact position. I think it was like the head of government. Was it DOGE, right? Department of Government, and then the E, I forgot what the E is for, but basically, you know, and I mentioned this in a video previously, with how now with Trump, if you look at what he's doing, he's putting a lot of different people in it, like replacing a lot of people, you know, in there, Secretary of State, AGs, you know, all of these different, like a whole different cabinet. But this part about Elon Musk, and I forget the other individual's name. However, Elon Musk plays like his role, you know, and I was discussing this with my brother earlier too. His role is likened onto one of those individuals you see in those dystopian, futuristic movies or TV shows, where he's, you know, he's that guy who's the founder and creator of this new system, of this new technology that everybody is using everywhere. You know, this like this super surveillanced kind of world. Everything has that brand name on it. You know, you see the little digital images of the person's head, little sound bites of them speaking, you know, holograms of them, you know, those kinds of movies and shows. And this person is the guy who's like, you know, government agencies, like he gets a pass because he's like the top guy of that sector. Now, we all know that Elon Musk, his company, right, Tesla, along with their development of Neuralink, is a part of the fulfillment of Revelation 13 and 16, right, about the mark in the forehead. So it's not, you know, it's actually pretty interesting that he is one of the individuals that was appointed for that role, because if you look at some of the things that he has mentioned in terms of things that he supports or ideas that, you know, he is entertained, digital currencies, all right, he's not opposed to that, okay. Definitely the technology of what is that, subdermal, you know, technology, that advancement of the future. Go back and listen to some of these different interviews that they have had with Elon Musk concerning technological advances, more specifically concerning interfacing between machinery and humans, okay. And you'll hear that you know, he has a lot to say about that, and that's why they have this whole Neuralink situation. So now what they've done is they're sort of eliminating that middle gap between, say, a rich guy having a private corporation or a private business that needs approval from the FDA or whatever body of government, to now streamlining this corporation into the government, into these different bodies. So now they don't need, you know, that they don't necessarily have that direct restriction from these regulatory bodies, okay. And so look out, you know, because this could be that piece that definitely was that warp speeds the development of these digital currencies, though in a way where it looks enticing towards the people. Think about it, right? Trump's whole slogan, his whole agenda is make America great again. Okay, so when you look at the condition of the America of Babylon right now, it's not doing too good. You have migrants, right, and different gangs and so on and so forth running amok, right? You have the economy that's doing terrible. The U.S. is probably one of the countries that's very behind in terms of the digital advancements when it comes to like digital currencies, CBDCs, and so on and so forth. Right, it's a spirit. There's a bus in the front here that has the name Genesis on it, and then that's what he's trying to do, right? This Genesis of sparking up America again to put it back in that top area. Now, he might, okay, he might be able to start with his new changes, start, you know, taking America back up, but it's all still an illusion, Okay, it's to take it up to a point where it looks as though, you know, this place is back, right? Like they're saying we're back, we're fixing things, we're cleaning it up. America's back at the top and in the top of everything, right? The petrodollar is dying, so now they're switching to a digital form. They have somebody like Elon Musk who can oversee it, you know, and then they start to push this, so it no longer appears to be this invasive technology that's new and it's coming out of nowhere, but more so this is a part of America's revamp, you know, of coming back better, you know, and fixing things. And that involves the infrastructure. We need to revamp the infrastructure, you know, the way the currency is, all these different things. You know, so whatever angle they're gonna come with in the next year, it'll be very interesting. But the appointment of Elon Musk for this role is very, very key, and it's very, very important because of the kind of things that he's the kind of products that he owns and that he has pushed, right? So not only just the Neuralink, but you also, which is the brain chip, right? But you also have the development of these Tesla robots. Elon Musk has also mentioned the universal basic income. So all of these things that we've been telling you about, guess what? He has mentioned that. Now, let's put him aside for a second, right? And now, dealing with the other individual that was also, I forgot his name. I'm not the best with their names, but he's been appointed as the new border czar, as it was titled, where I was watching a video. It was put up by the brother Arrows of His Indignation, right? It was like this clip of this individual mentioning basically like his attitude towards fixing this problem that Biden had caused, right? That was caused under the Biden administration, of the influx of unvetted people just coming straight into the country. And his attitude is, forget political correctness, forget mercy, forget any of those things. It's sort of the vibration of you had 4 years to do whatever because of the previous administration, but now you're about to get uprooted with some vicious force. I believe he mentioned that I think he said the Mexican cartel, right, that are all up in here bringing in drugs and doing all these things, right, these gangs and so on and so forth, they're going to be deemed a terrorist organization and they're going to wipe them out. You're finished, he said. So he definitely not only looks it, but he definitely sounds the part of, you know, that raw Edomite spirit, not playing no games, you know, and enact them extreme measures if needed, because the mission needs to be accomplished. That kind of spirit, right? Now you have this on the flip side, right? You have this whole the demons of the the demons of the Democrats, the Democratic demons, or whatever label they want to go under, right? Where they're also losing their minds, and predominantly it's a lot of women that you see coming up with these wild ass, crazy ass things. But when you look at the spirit that's going on in here, and I mentioned it, is division, right? It's the spawning of heavy demons, but it's also division of friends. It's just straight division. And this election that just happened, the exact more than 2 orders of magnitudes. Okay, so now the picture is starting to become clearer and clearer. As I was talking to my brother about it, about how sometimes, you know, we read about these prophecies where we know what's going to happen, and based on the current events, as we're measuring the times diligently, we speculate about, okay, well, you know, how does where we are, right? How do we connect from where we are to where we're going to be? You know, what is that? What's going to be that catalyst? What's going to be the first domino to fall, the push to bring X, Y, and Z? You know, and sometimes, you know, you see one thing and you think one thing, you see another thing, you think another thing, and then all of a sudden the Lord just does something that seems so simple, but you see how it all, like, it's like that one piece that fits. You know, like when you're solving a puzzle, sometimes all you really need is one piece that fits, and all the other pieces fit seamlessly around it. And then from there on, you know, you start to really see the picture. And that's what the Lord does oftentimes with these prophecies, where, you know, you're watching, like, okay, It could be this, okay, this could cause this. And then all of a sudden, boom, something happens and you're like, oh, this was that piece. Now the picture is clear as to how you can have a path forward leading to the fulfillment of prophecy X or prophecy Y. So as the scriptures say, what's that, Isaiah 55, as the Lord said, his ways are not our ways, neither are his thoughts our thoughts, right? Roughly paraphrasing, because we can see how the Lord has meticulously planned and sequenced all these events, not just the prophetic ones, but the in-between events that might not be explicitly written or mentioned in the scriptures, but the Lord has set it all up beautifully, you know, to where each in its appointed time, as it's written in 2nd Esdras, the Most High does not stir, right, the times until you know the measure is filled. So he's not gonna, okay, there's a prophecy supposed to happen at this time, but you know what, let me just, what he has set it up from the very beginning all the way up until now. Okay, so hey, we are in the best position. And Salaki, it looks like the connection is not the best over here, but you know, I'm pretty much done with the points that I wanted to make. Just wrapping it up nicely and putting a nice little bow tie on it. But that's the whole point, you know, as the scriptures say, watch as well as pray and be circumspect, and be not ignorant of anything in a small matter or in a great. Something that may seem as small as just the appointing of somebody in a certain position could be what leads to all these great changes that speed and streamlines prophecy. Okay, so that's why it's very, very key to watch all the things that are happening, because every move the Most High makes is intended, right? It's calculated. It's set up to happen exactly that way. So the Most High doesn't slip up. He doesn't accidentally do things. You know, he doesn't forget and miss. No. It's all set up accordingly. All right. So anyway, with that, I'm going to end it here. Lord willing, that was edifying to the elect. I know this is more like a commentary, but you know, you get the point. We're pretty much at that point. So the precept should already be coming to mind anyway. In closing, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakah Kodesh. And until next time, Shalom.